It's gonna end, all right? Just hit X and then exit and then turn off the PlayStation for me, all right? Like 30 minutes, bro. All right, yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from the Steel City. But dangerous Nicole Hardman on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. So Kittle comes in motion. Another run here with Hall. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, Cleveland.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Allen. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. That's caught. It's Westbrook-Akine. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it inside the 5. And the Browns are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Allen going to throw again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. And they are led by their veteran, It's Kirk Cousins.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. A gain there of 15. That's a Steeler first down. They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They put Pickens in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Cousins now on 2nd down. A short throw caught by Kincaid. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They put Pickens in motion. Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down and more than that. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
That's another Pittsburgh Steelers.
1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. In motion comes Thomas. 2nd down, Cousins. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive. And as we take a look at the NFL leaders in TD passes coming in, it's right there among the best in the league. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of... on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Allen. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Now he'll run it. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson.
Pass interference. Defense.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A short one there, caught by Kittle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. A touchdown apiece here in the first. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Allen. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown Browns. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Pass is caught by Olave. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play action now. It's Cousins. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So that brings up 4th down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. Nicole Hardman deep to return. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Browns offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now whistles and a timeout. Allen will throw. This caught right side by Worthy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. A run here with Hall. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. We'll try to run for it with Hall. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's going to have a Browns first down. And more. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Hall. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Third down, here's Hall. And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now, it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll take this down to about the 15. Here's 2nd and 9. So now they'll throw it with Allen. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line. Allen to throw. That one taken in. Middle of the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Cousins gonna throw. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And the Steelers' first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. Got it into the hands of Olave. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's into space past the 25. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Got his man at the 6. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in the end. I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. That one, take it in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Steelers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Not much there, maybe a yard. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Browns are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Kareem Hunt with a touchdown run. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Will Levis with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium. See what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. C.D. Lamb, a touchdown reception. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
A run. And here's Mason. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. Here comes 3rd and 6. Cousins. Now, screen set up from Mason. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. They put Pickens in motion. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On the ground is Mason. And he'll get this very close to a first down. A nice run there, but just end up a little bit short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They put Pickens in motion. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the gun, here's Montgomery. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Throwing his Cousins. Here's a screen set up for Kincaid. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. On the run, here's Hall. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll go again with Hall. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Burks. He is in. Traylon Burks. Touchdown, Browns. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Browns have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Now, Cousins. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Cousins. That's complete to Mason.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Steeler first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run. This is Mason. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Steelers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Throwing now. Allen here on first. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Owens.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st down, Cousins. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's a handoff. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got it at the 3. And he will score. Game on. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That's caught, so they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Hardman now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
That's just a lack of contain here by the kickoff team. You have to at least be able to slow him down. But he's able to get a good head of steam going up that right side. And he's finally forced out of bounds, but not until he gets to the other side of midfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They will run it over center with Hall. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
This one pulled in by Westbrook-Akine. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing again, it's Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steelers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. You look middle here, and there's Olave.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll get this close to the 1st down marker, taken down just shy at the 38. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. He's got his man. That's Olave. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. You look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Cousins gonna throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Cousins now on 2nd down. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's into the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now it's Allen. Catch made there by Burks. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Hall. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Josh Allen on the bootleg. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Hall. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. They'll try again here. It's second and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.